See, part of me wanting to interview you is not because you got a good project, and you do have a good project.
Thank
you for making it, first of all.
Thank you for liking it.
Hey man, I just do my part. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see, Heritage Hip Hop is not about these fluffy bullshit interviews. I'm not going to ask you, well, what's your favorite song? How you feel about Cardi B? Whose balls are bigger? Like, I don't care about stuff like that. I want to ask you things that show the world who's going to be introduced to you why they should invest in you. Okay. I'm not into who's in your top 5. I'll ask you that later, maybe. But the thing is, I want to know who's the man, because if I don't know you as a man, why would I invest in you?
Yeah.
KRS-One once said, if you read a book, if you don't know the author of the book, you don't know shit about that book, because you don't know what that person's trying to tell you. So when you make music, I talked about God, because you gave that song and you made it for a reason. So it went out, and you can't take that song back. It's there. And on your album, you talk about your personal life. You talk about money situations. Come on, talk about Scrub. I mean, come on, we talking about the album right now. So you have songs out there that give messages, and I want the world to know you are an intelligent young man that has a message, not just somebody who's talking on a beat. Mm-hmm. How important is it for you to make sure the world knows that you ain't no motherfucking dummy?
Oh, shoot. I let the world know all the time I ain't no dummy, to be honest. Like, I really don't play about my intelligence. Like, I might seem like, how I come off, I might seem a little antsy, probably a little chill, a little laid back, but in all reality, like, my head's always on the swivel. I'm always on 50. I'm always paying attention. Like, there's nothing that's gonna get past me without me knowing. So I might come off how I come off, but that's not the real me.
It is the real you, because you play. Because look, the world is a stage, and we all play a part. When you with your girl, your love.
Yeah.
When you with your peoples, you're loyal.
Of course. When
you're in school, you're a student. And when you're an OG, you're a teacher. So no, that really is you, but you are the you that you're supposed to be at the given time.
True.
That's perspective. You give a lot of perspective on your project. And I like the way some of your songs are put together on the project, because it shows the dichotomy of both sides of your personality. Talk about Key to My Heart, right? Because I think that's one of the best songs on there. And vulnerability is what makes a man a man. Because a tough man usually is a weak man behind closed doors. So tell me why Key to My Heart was something that you needed to say. And what was the purpose of that song?
The purpose of that song was just for me to, like, move on in life, to be honest. At that moment in time when I made that song, like probably about a year back, I wasn't in the best predicaments in my life. I was going through probably, like, I want to say, some crazy relationship problems at that time. But I'm way past that now. But it was just for me, like, it was like letting, like, a weight off my shoulders. And it was for me also for my tape, it was to show, like, versatility. Like, I'm not afraid to show who I am. I'm not afraid to get in my bag. And I got emotions too. Yeah, I come from the North, and the stigma that's on that is crazy. But they also, for the stigma for a man, is like, you're not supposed to have no feelings, and you're not supposed to feel this, or it's a problem with crying, or whatever the case may be. And I just wanted to show the world that I got feelings too. And I'm honing with my feelings. I'm one with myself. So
let's get into that bag for a minute, because you said a mouthful, and I really want to pick your brain on certain things. As a man, we are taught not to feel, because when you were born unfeeling. You understand what I mean when I say that?
Nah, explain yourself.
You encountered racism from the day you popped out the womb. Were you birthed by a black doctor? Do you know?
I don't even know, to be honest.
That's a problem. My mom. That's a problem. Because see, in the society, the people who care for you are the people who look like you. And some people just do a job. Okay. You like cartoons when you were younger?
Of course.
What was your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon, I would say Eddie.
Did they look like you?
Of course not.
So you were entertained by people who couldn't relate to you. Okay. And the only thing you had to look at was a drug dealer, a rapper, an athlete, or somebody getting killed in a movie that looks like you. So your vulnerability was already taken away, because you're already liking or trying to embody something that might have been negative that looked like you, or something that you wanted to be like that did not look like you. That's a fucking problem. So I want to ask you is, as a man who's not scared of letting the world know how he feels, what is that type of therapy that you get from music by letting that out?
type of therapy that I get from music by letting out that I'm not.
That you are.
It makes me.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel like. It makes me feel like I could do it. Like in the world that we live in right now, it's a lot of things that's probably telling like a lot of black children or black men or black females too out there like that you can't do it. But me releasing that music, I feel like I give out a little bit of hope to other people, to hope like to show them that you could do it. Like no matter how many times somebody tell you stop, no matter how many times somebody tell you to quit, no matter how many times somebody tell you to give up, like just keep going. You can do it regardless. Like especially in America and in the world period, as a black person, they always want you to give up. They always show you dying in the movie first, like you was talking about. So it's like, and it's always showing you like if you can't follow them 3 or 4 things, like being an athlete, a rapper, a drug dealer, or whatever the case, they tell you like you can't make it in the world. And just because I chose to make music don't mean that, I mean that's what all black people gotta do, or people of minorities of color. So I just feel like I just want to give out hope through my music. That's the type of therapy that I get. Making somebody else feel good, making somebody else feel better, forget about the times that they had that was hard.
Don't forget about them, but learn from them. And that's what I like about you, Nick. Real stuff. That's what I like about you, because at the end of the day, there's something to your words that are more uplifting than the beat that you play on. I don't think your beats bring out the best in you. I think you bring the vibe out of the beat in a lot of your songs. Your words are more deeper. I mean, think about this. What's the most important lesson you learned about yourself?
The most important lesson I learned about myself? Shoot, I learned a lot of lessons about myself throughout life. But
what's the most important one to this point that you learned?
Kind of stuck me with that one. I would say, what's the important lesson that I learned? I would say, honestly, I would just say not to give up. Like, that's really like my pet peeve. Like, I feel like, cause it was a lot of times that I felt like that back years back. So like, that's really like what I learned, and I see that me not giving up on myself is actually what could make me go harder, and it's actually pushing. You don't know how close you are to your goal, so if I give up on myself, I could be like right there. If I just gave up, I'm set myself 10 years back. So that's really my most important lesson that I learned.
That's a fraction of what it means to be God, Nick. What could God do?
God can do everything.
So can you. And that's my point in listening to your album. See, most people listen to albums and say, it's a good album, I like this, it's a classic. I listen to albums for the spirit first. And the spirit of your album shows me you're still growing. And that's the most beautiful thing a person could do. Because the day you stop growing is the day you die. And you could die physically, you could die mentally, you could die emotionally, you could die spiritually. But you are alive, and I like that. And when I hear songs like Money Junkie, you know what I'm saying? I know that you're like, because you're fighting for your worth. You're fighting for what you believe in. Key to My Heart was the one that showed me your vulnerability. But Scrub was the one that showed me that you don't take no shit and you want your respect.
Of course.
Why did you put Scrub right behind that song though on the album? Because that was a very interesting choice.
Oh man, I really put them together. It wasn't even like that. It was put them together because I felt like it was kind of like on the same frequency. Like they both related to like more of like a female me talking about. So it was like it was on the same frequency. I didn't want my tape to seem like what the word I'm looking for, like a playlist. I didn't want to give off that playlist vibe. I want everything to be cohesive and continuing throughout the tape. So I felt like putting Scrubs next to Key to My Heart was cool. Plus, you going from something like Key to My Heart to something like Scrubs. If you heard the 2 songs, you know exactly what I mean.
That's why I thought it was very important that those 2 songs were back to back. So I'm like, yo, this guy, he's slick. He's doing some stuff right here. I'm liking that. But you said something about the female and the male. Let me give you more strength to tell you a dope side of you that you didn't think about. You in a relationship?
Yes.
Love your lady?
Of course.
How?
Don't
answer. I don't want to get you fucked up. But how do we love is more important than why we love. See, a lot of people love for the point that they're scared or they're lonely or they're in need. A lot of women attract a lot of needy niggas. Pardon my language. But a lot of men are very needy because they haven't been nurtured. So that's why women always feel like they're dating boys and not dating men.
Okay.
Hip hop is the same way, and I'm gonna put the connection in on this in this part of the interview. To love a woman, you have to notice the little things. A man will always tell a woman how good her body is, but he won't tell her how cute her nose is, because the nose is the center point of the face. So if you notice this, you notice everything else.
Of course.
And those little things show that you pay attention. But as a man, that's not love to you. As a man, loyalty is love to you. So if your woman was like, babe, for your birthday, I booked you a studio session with DJ Premier, or Zaytoven, or Bangladesh, or whoever's hot to you, you just be like, oh shit, like that's for me? You gonna be dancing in you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, babe, for real? Or what if your lady didn't even book you a session? You're a rapper. What if she said, I get you something to get clothes? You like, that's nice, but you always buy clothes. What if she bought you a new mic? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. So loyalty to a dream is what makes you strong. And commitment to her imperfections makes her perfect, because you accept everything. As an MC or rapper, that's how you feel about your music. Because somebody who will listen to every song is somebody you say, damn, you really listen to me. But then a person who will aid in your development is someone that you say, damn, you really support me.
Yeah.
Love is about not only giving, it's not only about receiving, it's the relationship. What is the most meaningful part of the relationship from you as the artist to the listener, and how do you want to nurture that and keep them there?
The most important part of my relationship between the listener and keeping them there as an artist, I would say, is if you can't relate to what I'm saying, then I feel like it's really no common ground. I feel like for me it's to understand. Once you understand where I'm coming from, or if you've been in the same situations, and I put that through my music so you can understand that I've been in your shoes, so you can relate where I'm coming from. I feel like that'll help you grow as a person, because it's helping me grow as a person, and that'll keep you there as a listener also. So for me, it's just really understanding.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real